Hey guys, thanks for watching. So today I'm sharing my everyday mom life prep, my mom life prep routine, how I get ready for the next day, because there's so many little things I do that I've learned make a big difference and make the next day run a lot more smooth, less stressful, less running around for things when I have no time to find them in the first place. And I feel like all of these things I've learned through trial and error. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope I can help you out. If you do like the video, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new here, and let's get started. So this routine typically starts between 6 and 7 p.m. That is when Chad is starting to put Forrest down for the night. So this is when I have a moment to myself to prepare, pick up from the day, and get ready for the next one. And the first thing I will do is start washing the bottles, the teethers, the pacifier clips, all of those items we go through a lot throughout the day. Sippy cups, we just started with the sippy cup. And there are so many different ways to do this, whatever makes you feel comfortable. What I like doing is washing everything in the sink, hand washing everything, and then I sanitize it in the microwave. I am a first-time mom, so I'm probably a little more paranoid than most people, but I feel weird about putting things in the dishwasher while he's so little, because sometimes after it runs a cycle, there's still water on items, and I worry that there's soap in that water. So this is just what makes me feel a lot more comfortable. And this is our baby cabinet. So this is all of the items for Forrest. I realized that almost everything I show you guys in this video is linked on my Amazon page one by one. So I'm going to include that in the description box. I'm getting out the bottle brush, the soap, and then the last item I'll talk about in just a second. So this is the bottle brush that I've been using. It's by the Munchkin brand, and it's abrasive and then spongy at the bottom. This is a Dapple soap. So this is a baby soap for bottles and for anything that you need. And then the very last one, it says Forry Boy on it. So this one is white vinegar and water. I did ask on my Instagram like how to do this in terms of how much vinegar and how much water, and the answers were literally all across the board. Some people said 50-50, some people said only a splash of vinegar. So what I ended up doing is 1/5 is vinegar and then the rest is water, and I'll show you what I use that for. But first, I'm hand washing any baby items that were left in the sink. We have a couple spoons in here, and then we will go from there. There's usually enough for 2 bags of items to be sanitized every night. So I'm going to start the first one now, and then the second one I'm leaving space for the bottle that Forrest is using right now. I'm going to the living room. I'm gathering up all of the teethers and pacifier clips. There's always a few on this thing right here. I'm unclipping those, and I'm going to hand wash these items, and then we are going to steam them in the microwave. His pacifier clips have metal on them, so those I use his bottle soap and I hand wash those. I hang them up to dry. With babies, everything ends up in their mouth. If they can reach it, if they can hold on to it, it ends up in their mouth. And these are literally soaking wet after a few minutes of him having it. So that's why I do like to wash these every day too. Silicone bibs are also really nice to have, and I have one there on the back right. It's sitting on the drying rack. So after he eats, I will wash it with his bottle soap and let it sit there to dry. And I love these because it's one less thing I have to worry about washing in the washing machine. We already go through so much laundry with a baby. It's nice to have those to take a few bibs off my back of washing, drying, and putting away every week. So for sanitizing, we use the Medela brand bags. You can buy these on Amazon. I've bought them at the grocery store before. Walmart or Target, I'm sure, has them too. And I really, really like these because they can be used several times. You put a splash of water in. I think it's a 1/4 cup. When we first started to use them, I was measuring like everything out with measuring cups. Now I just do a couple splashes and I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. When I drain the water out of the bag, I will let it fall onto the bottle brush so it can sanitize it a little bit. I know I'm not like completely submerging it in boiling water for a long time, but I feel like that does something as opposed to just washing it down the drain without doing anything like that. And then we have a grass rack, and these are incredibly common. I feel like almost everybody has one of these for baby items. So this is what we use to dry all of Forest items after they've been sanitized. If it's on that rack, we know it's been washed and sanitized and we can use it right away. Or if we are not using it right away, at the end of the night, I will get everything off of that. I'll put all the bottles together, all of the sippy cups together, and then I put them in the baby cabinet here. And I really like having all of those items ready to go. So here's my bibs on the left. I have all of those on my Amazon page. In the middle are his bowls. He doesn't go through a full 4-ounce thing of food yet, so we will put them in those since you can't put the jar back in the fridge after they eat out of it. I have a Lazy Susan in there with extra bottle parts also on my Amazon page, and then all of the bottles are put together and ready to go. I love the baby Brezza. This, if you use formula, is essential. So here is baby Forrest. He's asleep. His dad put him down. This is when I will go into our room and deal with this mess. So there's diapers that need to be taken care of, his bottle from going down with his dad, a bunch of toys and burp cloths and outfits that need to go into the laundry. And then I will make sure that we have enough wipes and diapers to get us through. And sometimes if this is not stacked or stocked in the middle of the night, I will have to go get diapers while there is a naked baby on the changing table. So I do not want that to happen. I have that one last bottle. I'm going to wash this and then I'm going to sanitize round 2. We also have a straw scrubby I bought on Amazon, and this is really great for those little bottle parts that the bottle brush would never be able to get to. Round 2 is about to go into the microwave, and then we are going to move on with a lot of other things in the dining area and living room. I don't always get to this every night, but I try at the end of the night to get everything off of this grass and put away in the baby cabinet. So I have all of my teethers ready to go, pacifier clips, all the bottles put together, and sippy cups put together for when we need them. All babies are impatient. He doesn't understand when I say it'll be a few minutes. He wants what he wants when he wants it. So that's why I like to be as prepared as possible. I keep the bottle brush and baby soap under the sink, and now I'm going to wipe off his high chair. And I have a Stoka high chair, I believe is what it's called. I'll make sure it's linked for you. I'm using that white vinegar and water, and you want to make sure that you have food safe vinegar. I'm done in the dining room and in the kitchen, so I'm heading into the living room. I'm making sure I have enough diapers and wipes stocked right here in my caddy. If I don't, I will grab them upstairs and make sure there's more than enough for the next day. I feel like after this happens to you only once, it will never happen again. You will make sure of it, because having a naked baby and no diapers or wipes is a mess. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to grab all of the baby stuff off of the couch. There's typically a few burp cloths or outfits that need to go into the laundry, and then I'm going to wipe down the toys that he used throughout the day. Now, I don't do this every single day, but I do this pretty regularly. I would say around twice a week at least. And so I'm wiping everything off with the vinegar and the water mixture. I'm using a microfiber towel to get everything picked up and cleaned. Babies always have their hands in their mouth and then their hands on everything they touch, so things get sticky and grimy really quickly. This is gross, but it will help somebody out there. So I will pull the seat off of this and make sure there's no spit up under there, because if he does spit up in there, which I mean he spits up all the time, it gets trapped under the lip of the seat and you cannot see it unless you pull it off. It will be wet and disgusting under there. So I pull the seat off, I wipe it down, I make sure it's not wet. If it is, I put it in the washing machine, and then I will have it ready to go before he wakes up in the morning. That has to happen to somebody else out there. So hopefully this will give somebody a reminder to check that. And then I'm wiping down his other baby toys. He has a few that are newer and he's been playing with those a ton. So again, I'm just wiping them off, making sure they're not all sticky from spit up or food or whatever happened throughout that day. The last thing I'm doing to get ready for the next day is something that Chad typically does, but since I was filming this, I figured I would just do it. So I'm grabbing a few bibs, a few burp cloths, and a few outfits for the morning. Normally his dad is the one that goes downstairs with him first thing in the morning, since I feed him in the middle of the night. So I'm going to grab a few burp cloths, put them on my nightstand for the middle of the night feeds, and then the rest of that stuff is going to go downstairs in the living room, because that's where he gets his first outfit on. And then there's extras in case there are any accidents, because there typically are. And that's everything for this video. If you're also a mom, if you have any tips to share, write them in the comments. I will definitely read through that. I'm sure tons of other people will too. Hit the like button if you found this helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe if you're new here, and new videos come out all the time. They are linked down below, and I will see you guys right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!